Let us start our next lecture. In this lecture, we will discuss about the statement of the principle. Means D'Alembert's principle का statement. The principle states that the sum of the differences between the forces acting on a system of massive particles and the time derivatives of the momenta of the system itself projected onto any virtual displacement consistent with the constraints of the system is zero. Thus, in mathematical notation, D'Alembert's principle is written as follows: summation of f factorial minus mi vi minus mi vi. So, where I is the integer used to indicate a variable corresponding to a particular particle in the system. Fi is the total applied force on the ith particle. Mi is the mass of the ith particle. Vi is the velocity of ith particle, and delta Ri is the virtual displacement of the ith particle consistent with the constants. Now the derivation. The general statement of D'Alembert principle mentions the time derivatives of the momenta of the system by Newton's second law. The first time derivative of the momentum is the force. The momentum of the ith mass is the product of its mass and velocity. So, Pi is equals to mivi and its time derivative is Pi dot is equals to mi dot vi plus mi vi dot. In many applications, the masses are constant and this equation reduced to Pi dot with respect to time is equals to mi vi dot या mi ai, which appears in the formula given above. However, some applications involve changing masses, and in those cases both terms mi dot vi and mi vi dot have to remain present giving. So, summation of fi minus mi ai minus mi dot vi into delta Ri is equals to 0. Our next principle is conservation of energy. So in physics, the term conservation refers to something which does not change. This means that the variable in a equation which represents a conserved quantity is constant over time, means no changes in the energy. It has the same value both before and after an event. There are many conserved quantities in physics. They are often remarkable, useful for making predictions in what would otherwise be very complicated situations. In mechanics, there are three fundamental quantities which are conserved. These are energy, momentum, and angular momentum. If you have looked at examples in other articles, for example, the kinetic energy of charging elephants, then it may surprise you that energy is a conserved quantity. After all, energy often changes in collisions. It turns out that there are a couple of key qualifying statements we need to add. So, energy as well be discussing it in this article refer to the total energy of a system. As objects move around over time, the energy associated with them, such as kinetic, gravitational, potential, heat, might change form. But if energy is conserved, then the total will remain the same. So, the conservation of energy applies only to isolated systems. A ball rolling across a rough floor will not obey the law of conservation of energy because it is not isolated from the floor. The floor is in fact doing work on the ball through friction, क्योंकि फ्रिक्शन लगेगा. तो however if we consider the ball and floor together, then conservation of energy will apply. We would normally call this combination the ball floor system. In mechanics problems, we are likely to encounter systems containing kinetic energy, gravitational potential energy, elastic spring potential energy, heat. Solving such problems often being by establishing conservation of energy in a system between some initial time subscript I and at some later time subscript f. मतलब before and after. before के लिए I, after के लिए हम f. So kinetic energy before plus potential energy या gravitational energy before will be equals to after the event means f. Okay, which could be expanded out as kinetic energy half mv square means mgh means kx square like this. So this is conserve. Conserve का means before the event and after the event no change is energy, it means energy is conserved. Okay, thank you.